sports.
You go to Sheets, hoping that a retarded bitch ain't in the window.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. The lone back's got it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Wide receiver shows motion. Running to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
And that ball is picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw. He finds his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Still on his feet at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll go right back to it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Wide out in motion. After the run, now to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
So that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pulls it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Dumps it off in the flats. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Now on the option. Knocked off his feet.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down and run. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period.
The end of the 3rd quarter. With the score 10-10. LSU 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They want to just keep throwing it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. I mean, critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Makes a move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He's going to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll put the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Johnson wants to throw it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. These corners going to give them some space. Going downfield for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! No mid-season concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Now, 4th down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
LSU.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Snap to the up man, it's a fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
I was waiting on that shit. I knew it was coming.
Offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking.
That's one of them plays. I felt in my fucking bones. Like, oh yeah, he's not kicking this. He's down 17. Get close to the half. I get ball at half. He's going forward.
There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. He makes the connection.
Get the block! Come on!
They do their work up top and pick up a first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session.
And the Panthers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You act like that bitch is
That
used
option game
when you're
can be tricky,
fucking
right?
driving.
Nice job by
Like,
the defense
see,
playing
niggas just be
assignment
holy
football.
and
Watch the
like
linebacker, you can tell.
religiously.
Locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
I'm trying to
Second
score
down
before
here,
the
and
2-minute
maybe they've
warning,
got
so I can
time
try to
to
get the ball
one
back
more
and score
snap on
again.
before the 2-minute warning. The run up the middle, trying to power
Get in there,
the goal line.
fuck!
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Who, me? I'm talking to you dumbass right now. Oh, that's cause yo, bro, yeah, yo, broke ass piece of shit.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Defense might bring the house here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. When the
Yo, broke
quarterback runs it,
ass
he's got the
piece
extra
of
blocker in.
shit.
I don't even know if he needed it. He just gassed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback
Whoa.
out into space with the ball in
Oh,
his hands.
yeah, I knew that was
He's
gonna
there.
happen.
He can
I knew
make
that was
people
gonna
miss,
happen.
and if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
I knew that was gonna happen, cause I know your mama.
No
The
return
fuck?
coming. He'll
She's a
draw
hoarder
for fair
and
catch.
she's addicted to buying shit. So she did that on purpose. I knew this shit was coming. I could have told you it was about to happen as soon as I heard her start talking about it. She bought that shit on purpose that day so that once this shit like came about again, she could be like, oh, well, how much is the ones in Boscov right now? Or I'm gonna go get me some. This is a fucking hoarder.
To execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse.
Look, I guarantee you, I'm gonna get blown up like 3-4 times today, and she gonna be like, oh, well, what about them shoes?
Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe
Yeah,
pass
fucking
play. They
cheese.
pick up a few.
Come on,
A
man.
nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That is just a
Yeah,
sideline
I spent the last 7 years making sure this asshole is straight.
everything you want.
I know what the fuck she's
There's
gonna
got to
do.
be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
I
Yeah.
like the decision by the quarterback here. Just
Had
get
me
the
in there
ball out of your
looking
hands, get
broke.
it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Now on second down. Give to the back.
Bitch!
Oh, he's
What
so
the fuck?
hard to get on the ground. He's got room.
Oh yeah, this game gonna
They
piss me
are on the
off.
move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback checking off. Johnson looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers
I
like
forget
to
what the
be
fuck them
here.
knockoff
They just
thugs was
don't,
called.
okay?
Pissed me the
Prima
fuck
donnas.
off.
That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was gonna
Oh,
carry
what's up,
it
Michaela?
to make sure he had to
I'm not
think
at
about
home right
something
now, so
later
you
and
can't
see
see me
the
on the
ball pop
stream.
out and fall to the ground.
The sure hands, it's Blunt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on
Bro,
third
shut
and
up.
long.
That movie hilarious. Can I have some of your cards?
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's a makeable field goal from the
Yeah, he probably got
29-yard
in
line.
and
Let's see
out
how
mad
aggressive
quick.
they are on third and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Tackle is made after the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Ha 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 ha! You sound like
They move the tight end all over. Looking to pass inside the red zone. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
dog.
There's
That's
a timeout on
hilarious.
the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Oh, you should have ran the plays to that side. That's not smart. Why would you bring him to the short side of the field?
Fires to the middle.
Thank you.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Looking for more room. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Pitt. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things.
I should change my name out in the game. Young Fly D. Young Fly Deshaun. Ooh, that's hard. Oh, that's hard.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Young Fly D or Boo Man Prince. That's hard too. That's hard too. Probably River Rock at the end. You know they had that shit like 9 times a year.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Pitt offense back on the field in
Damn! What the fuck are you buying?
Draw things up, David. The offense has really been
No. Hey, Mitch, because I know you on the stream. Mitch, your sister just said out her mouth. Your sister just said out her mouth that she taking $600 to the Greek festival. $600. What the fuck is she buying?
He's going for the big play. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the route is on. On to attempt the try.
I needed somebody else to hear that would understand. That's insane.
The kick is up and good and put one
For
more
real.
on the lead.
That is an insane level of big backetry right there.
And they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Now you talking about you just playing. I can't guarantee that you was just playing. I don't know.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Going with the counter play here. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That was our old respiratory manager. She would come in late every day and bring some shit.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks
But,
for a first down.
you know, Karma ended up catching up to her. They was drinking that wine while everybody was off for Thanksgiving, and she ended up getting fired. What's that song? Smoking that smoke, doing that dope, drinking that drink, gang banging, gang banging.
Here comes the option. Runs through the tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. So after the first down run, here's second down.
I don't think Mitch heard me that you spending $600 at the Greek Fest.
Fast motion from the offense. Johnson looking to
I need my brother to hear that.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably
I'm
fortunate
weird,
that it wasn't
but you
done
spending
free for a
$600 at the
fumble.
Greek Fest.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had the last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's pressing.
I had to text that
He
motherfucker
hasn't
like,
been
I know you
overly
heard
accurate,
me.
and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Still running at the 40. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He's now up to
I know you heard me.
95 yards.
Everybody know my slogan, Jersey.
Here's
My
an
fault, that batter
opportunity
rap
for
kicked
this
in.
offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on
Nigga
his
named
feet.
Paige?
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I'm about to say,
Last
look
couple
at his
of
name,
plays,
a color.
the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone.
I blitzed everybody.
And
So.
he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be
They
tight.
always
It might
are.
not be perfect, but this is something these two
What
guys
you
have been
say,
prepping in
queuing it
practice
up.
over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update
Duh,
on what else
fool.
is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're
Because
up by
Michelle
7
just be capping
over
about shit,
Texas.
man. Because you could have took her sweet meat side and not said it was from sweet meat, and she'd have been like, we
Oh, and how
boo
about
it.
that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man. It's Batonio. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first
I
down.
guarantee you.
And after giving
Like, I guarantee you, I could go get, you know how she said them Pantaleos from the Puerto Rican spot in Youngstown was nasty. I guarantee you, I could go get them ones and put them in the packaging that Red Rican got, and she'd be like, man, this is so good.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to
What?
put some hits on those
I knew
body
something was
blows
different.
So you can make
That's
him
type
wear
of-
out
that's
and
type of
physically
shit.
feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Pick up a
I'm
5,
telling you,
5
dog.
on 3rd down.
And these little
I'm
touch passes,
already
man, they're just
knowing.
the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That
Alright.
counts as to your completion
I
percentage.
know
which
how
is
my
good.
siblings
And
get,
it's
man.
all
I'm
right up to the
already
kids, so
knowing. I've
easy
heard
for
girls
QB.
say that you go smooth, take her some shit that she said nasty. She'd eat it and be like, oh, that's good. And you be like, oh, yeah, but this is from such and such that you said was nasty. What? You know, I knew it tastes different. Oh, fuck.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
I promise, Warren Police don't want your ass.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
They are not looking at the slowest
After
drive
the
in America.
incompletion, they go back up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
You sound like what's the name on Menace to Society. You know you done fucked up, right?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good.
Pittsburgh 45, LSU 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
You know you done fucked up, right?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
You know what my favorite one of the movies is, though, of all time.
LSU will dive
What you
into the playbook
talking
here
about,
on
Ice?
offense.
Come on now.
Last
You
time
know
they
I
had
can
it, they
smell a
took it
nigga
down
with
the
money.
field for a touchdown. They
I'm
can
broke,
build some
baby.
confidence
Ain't got
that
no
they can
money.
go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember,
I'm
it's
still
not
disappointed. I
uncommon
quote
for
that
offenses
shit
to
every
find
single
themselves as
day,
the game goes
and
on.
niggas
Yeah,
gonna
some things
sit
not go
there
their way early,
and
but they found
answer
something
pay the
nice tonight,
fool.
David. Let's see if they can
What?
build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They
Dumb,
scored
man. I
here.
quote that shit
We're in
every
for a
day.
ball game.
Same quote.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line.
On
of
the movie?
scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yo, dumbass. You.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
Don't matter.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's
Exactly.
on target. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Third down.
Sit your ass
It
down.
comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try to get outside. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field.
Yeah, I just told Mitch, you said you spending $600 at the Greek Fest.
See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking to pass on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a
Michaela.
help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside,
Watching me
you're
play
gonna
the
need some
game.
more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The give to the tailback. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers trying to get
He
a touchdown.
said, oh, hell no. It's just doing that. What?
The end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Pittsburgh
What'd you say, fool?
LSU 7.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The option look. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
QBs that can
Born
run
in
completely
04.
change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better.
Touchdown!
I hate this game.
Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the
Yeah, I'm saying I hate this game. Her sister called it crazy.
And this has been a rough
Oh,
day
four,
for
she
this
probably put some
offense.
bangers in
And
that.
finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He's got the 2-point conversion,
Damn.
but that deficit is still huge. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
I
Not
probably
much
just really
drives
look
more
at it.
anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yep. I was probably asleep then. What the fuck? You know how I get down. As soon as you get late, it's over with. Nighty night, moon.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're
He'll
No.
take a shot.
Every time he call, it's my dog.
Panthers.
We
And
on
the
two
pummeling
shit
has
ass
started.
schedules, so.
With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU 15.
Fair catch called for and made. On first down, here comes
See,
this
I ain't like you
offense.
and your friends. Me and my friends, we cool. That's it.
Quick handoff. Not much.
It's like every
doing
time you bring
there.
her
He
up,
gets
that's
it
what
to
she
the
does.
26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Damn, you mad?
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Love a good second
So
and
the
18.
decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the offense.
Don't run that bitch. Don't run that bitch. Don't run that bitch.
Back to the ground game
He
on the
ran that
left.
bitch.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
She don't want to park next to nobody. Damn, she don't want nobody looking at her car.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Every time I walk by that, don't
Receivers
start with
telling
me
the
today.
quarterback
Don't
what
piss me
they
off.
see.
Every time I walk by that one jewelry store, Maddie always be trying to wave for me to come over there. No.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
I'll be like, yo, you ain't
And
got
the
shit we need to
defense
talk
makes a
about.
play, sacking him back at the 10.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way, and here we are early in the fourth
well,
quarter, and
I'm
they're
broke.
still bringing
Much I hear
their
that
A
shit.
game, getting a sack on that last one.
That's what you need to be telling. Shut your punk ass up.
They're throwing for it on 4th down.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
From the gun, looking for a man. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Pitt! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive. And they get to the
That blitz is just so mean, man. Sending 6 people, like, and cats be trying to do stuff when they running back. You have no answer for it, bro. I'm sending 6 niggas. You have no answer for this shit. So you better run the ball. Make sure you get outside. Cause you gonna throw that bitch. You have no answer for that.
Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
I'm gonna keep doing it too. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. You sending 6 niggas.
Go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play.
Yeah, I'm playing the game, fool.
Game-breaking speed.
Ooh, why you sound like a robot?
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown.
Ooh. Every time you talk, all I hear. Oh, my fault. Got a little activated.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team.
Yeah, I can hear you, dumbass. Oh my God! What the fuck? Ah!
It's coming. If I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave, nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
Bye, fool.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. The expressway is wide open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
See how all in that center's face like that, bruh? Sending 6 niggas. Y'all see it. Sending 6 niggas, man. We running damn near engage 8 every play. Every play. We're running engage 8 every play. 7, 8, 8 niggas. 6.
Not exactly the
Look.
ideal situation for this.
Again.
Third
We're doing it again.
Up inside their 20. They'll give it to the back.
We're doing it again.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss.
We're sending 6 niggas.
Linebacker showing you read and react.
That box, man. That box is crucial.